In this video, we'll talk about Lightning Design System. So Lightning Design System is a styling library built by Salesforce. And this library gives us the resources to create the user interface consistent with the Salesforce Lightning principle, design language, and the best practice. This library gives us the utility classes by which you can build the box, float, grids. You can apply margin, padding, give some text size, color based on the Salesforce standard. So to use this library, you can go to lightningdesignsystem.com. So let's go to Google and search for Lightning Design System and you'll get the first link. If you open this, this is the documentation where you can see all the examples. And on the left hand side, you can see utilities. And if I click on the box, if I talk about the box utility, so Salesforce gives what is box is all about. A box theme applies spacing or a border or a rounding corner to an area of content. So this is the description about that utility. On the right hand side, there is a section that tells what kind of example you want to look, whether you want to look into the small box, extra small, or double X small. And if you go down, you can see there is a normal box. This is a regular box. And if you want the style for that, you can just show the code and just copy paste this code from this icon. Similarly, you can look into the small, extra small. You can see the spacing is getting less. If I go further to extra small, the space is very less in between the content. So let's go to our VS Code and let's see how we can use this Lightning Design System. Let's create a component. I'll give this name Design System Demo. Now the component is ready. As I said, we are planning to use the Lightning Design System and I have a task to create a box. I'll go to the design system. I search for box here and let's select the box. It will come to the box. I want to create a regular box. I'll just copy this code. I'll come back to my component. I'll paste this out here. So if you look at this content, this is the static content and there is a class SLDS box. So all the classes of Lightning Design System start with the SLDS. So by seeing the class, you get to know it's a standard class or an external class. So standard class means the class that you are using from the Lightning Design System library. And the beauty of this library is you don't need to import this library. It's inbuilt inside the Salesforce system. So you just need to call the class. It will automatically apply the style. And let's deploy this and see whether our box is coming on the screen or not. And to deploy this, we have to change the meta file. Let's change is to true, is exposed to true. And let's add the target to the app page. We're gonna place this component to the app page and let's deploy this. And now it's deployed. Let's go to our app, that is Lightning in 0 to Hero, and I'm in a Lightning in LWC page. Let's edit the page and place our component. And let's search for our component design system demo. Let's place it into center column. Let's hit save. Let's go back. Now you see the border is coming, a box is coming. Let's put this box into a lightning card. So I'll come here, I'll create a lightning card here and I'll give the title SLDS. SLDS stands for Salesforce Lightning Design System Demo, and I'll put everything inside this. So this will give us the card with the white background and then we are placing the box inside it. So let's deploy and see how it looks. Now it's deployed. Let's refresh the page. And now you can see the box is coming. Now the box is touching the card. I want this box to have some padding around the box, and for the padding we already have the classes given by the Lightning Design System. You can go to the search for padding, select the padding utility, and there are different types of padding. You can apply the padding to the top, to the left, to the bottom, to the right, to the horizontal, vertical, and around. I want the padding to be on horizontal, so the horizontal is on left and right side. So there are different ways. So this till here SLDS padding horizontal will be standard. Then after that underscore underscore will apply the place where we want to the size of the padding. So first is none, I don't want to apply any padding. Then I'll go and say underscore triple x small, I don't very small padding I want to apply. Likewise, if I go further, I'll get small padding, I want medium padding. See, if here the both left and right hand side we are getting the 16 pixel padding, the medium is 16 pixel. So let's copy this class on whole div and back to our code. We'll wrap our box with this class and we'll put this inside this class, and let's deploy and see if it's applying the horizontal padding of medium size. So now it's deployed. Let's go back and refresh the page. Now we'll see whether padding is applied correctly or not. Now you can see the padding has been applied. Now the box is looking good. Similarly, there is a classes for margin as well. Now you can go to the margin and you can search for the margin. Margin also work in the exact same manner as the padding works. You can go down, you can see SLDS, margin top, margin bottom. You have margin large size, small size, extra large, margin left. All the classes are there. You just need to use it. Okay, apart from that, we have a very cool class that is brand, I guess. Batch. Batch is there. We'll use the batches. I'll show you how batches work. So we want some different color of batches. So we'll go and copy that as it is. So suppose I'll take the default batch first. I'll copy this and come back and place inside the box and deploy it. And meantime, we can look into the other classes of the batch if you want to change the colors. So there are some colors that mention on the top. So you can define the default color. If you want some green color, you need to define this color as well. SLDS theme success. If you want warning, you have to define SLDS theme warning. And if you want red color, you want to define SLDS theme error. So I'll copy this theme error as well. I'll come back to our code. I'll say span. I'll copy this from the top again and we'll add this another class next to the SLDS batch, that is now SLDS theme success. So first one will be the default color, second one will be the success color. So I'll say success label. Let's deploy this. Now it's deployed. Let's go back to our app, refresh the page, and let's see our badges are coming on the screen or not. So now our badge is coming with the default color, that is gray, and then with the success color with the class. We haven't wrote any CSS, we are just using the Lightning Design System library. Other cool thing that you can use is the SLDS brand, and in this you will get the backgrounds like Einstein background or some other background. So you can use this group background image. I'll just copy this and let's go to our page. I'll create a lightning card again, and within this card I'll just paste this class as it is and deploy it. Let's see how it looks. So this class basically is using SLDS brand, then of medium size and brand of group. Let's see what it gives us. If you want to read about it, you can read what all these classes means and how you can align these classes. All description are given in this documentation. What's the standard size they have given, why we need to use the brand, everything is available. Let's go and it's deployed. Let's refresh the page, and now you can see that the image is coming perfectly fine. And let's learn about the most common and most useful class, that is grid. So grid is very important when you are designing a responsive application, and our whole screen usually divided into 12 columns, and grid SLDS grid also work on that principle. So if we want to create 4 divs like 4 columns, we need to use this class. You can change their orders, you can change their size, color, everything. So if you see, the 12 column support is by SLDS, so whole area they usually divide into the 12 column. And if you want some custom width, like if you say, I'll say show, so for the first column they are using double width, for the second column it's using the small width. So it's like for the first one they are using 75%, second one they are using 25%. So likewise you can play around with it. So let's copy this and let's go to our card and we'll paste this out as it is. And let me try to explain this as well. So if we have to design something column structure, I'll say I have total 12 column. Okay, so I have total 12 column. Out of 12, I want this column to use 8 column, and now we have remaining 4, so I'll say I'll use the 4 column. So out of 12 I am using 8 space, out of 12 I am using the 4, so total it should be 12, and the div is coming. You can use the inline styling or external CSS to give the background. So let's deploy this and see how it looks. And this is very important for the layout designing SLDS grid classes. And you can look into the other grid structure here. They have given a hell lot of example how you can style into 1 by 6, 1 by 4, 1 by 3, 1 by 2, 1 by 1. Each and every example is very clear. You just need to copy paste the code and design based on your need. So let's go and refresh the page. And now you see our 1 and 2 is coming. And to visualize the space, let's apply some styling from here itself. So this is the 12 column. It means the 100% width. Now this first div is saying I will take 8% out of 12, like 80% out of 12. So here if I'll say background red, so now you say it's taking 8 column out of 12, and if I say here background yellow, it's taking 4 out of 12. So that's how the grid works. You can put the margin or the padding in between them. So if we say margin 1 pixel, I'll increase this. It's increasing. Now you see it's breaking the space here. So likewise you can play with it, but these are very commonly used classes to design your layouts. Apart from that, you can look into the accordions, borders, layout, positions. There are many classes that is gonna commonly used. Like text is there, you can change the text size. If you want the text size to be large, let's copy this and go and paste it in our component. So let's, I guess it's didn't copy it properly. Copy, paste it. Now it's pasting, and it's giving the class SLDS text heading large, and the text in between the tag is the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Now if we deploy this, because the class is heading large, the text will be of large size. So let's go back and refresh the page. So you guys can go through all types of utility and play around with it. So now you see the text is coming very big, and the beauty of this library is if you look at our code, we are not writing any CSS, we haven't created any CSS file, everything is done automatically with this SLDS class. So in real time we use these classes very heavily, and you throughout our whole videos we're gonna use this class very commonly. SLDS padding around medium, around large, so that sort of classes I'm gonna use. And now you know from where we are getting these classes. We are getting these classes from Lightning Design System library, and that library is inbuilt inside the Salesforce, so we don't need to import it, and that has higher priority, so you can add into any component. That component will get that styling automatically. So that's it for Lightning Design System. I'll see you in the next video.